Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss Degree 4th Sem Unit 4 additional reading passage. But before we discuss the passage, I would like you to recall your memory and if you remember there was a movie by title Chup sometime back. It was a crime thriller and the protagonist, that hero, is the psycho killer and he kills people. He's a serial killer over there, and if you look at the title or the way he kills the people, he puts stars on the foreheads of the dead bodies. So, what do you think these stars resemble or have a what is the significance of these stars? So, in the movie, there is also an incident where two movie reviews are being compared. So, this movie is supposed to be the best movie, but look at the critics' rating. Here, he has given only 1 star, and this movie is supposed to be the stupidest movie, but look at the critics giving a rate of 4.5 rate here. So this is the complaint of the hero, and he starts killing the people. So what do you think? He also mentions about the famous director Guru Dutt, and his best and most personal film Kagas Ke Phool was trashed by critics. Critics wrote a very bad report about that, and he didn't make films after that. So his creativity was killed. So what do you think, students? Here the hero is the opinion that you critics are killers. That means the criticism or the rating can go to any extent. It has a lot of significance in our lives, especially nowadays. Okay, so with this background, we will start reading the passage. So the title is Consumers Often Can't Detect Fake Reviews and Underestimate How Many Negative Reviews Might Be Fake. So here we are going to talk about the author, Shabnam Azimi, is going to talk about fake reviews. Okay, and usually nowadays, how do we rate something, a product or a film, by mentioning the stars here? So the big idea, and better it is to number the paragraph, students. Put numbers to the paragraphs, it will be easier for you to understand the passage. Consumers who have a personality that scores high in terms of openness, such as being open to new adventures and intellectuality are curious, have better success at spotting fake reviews. So the people who are open, that means who welcome change and who are always curious to know the things, they are good at spotting fake reviews. Means there are two types of reviews, fake reviews and the real reviews. Most of the time we fail to identify the fake reviews. That is the opinion of the author here. Then other personality types, according to a recently published research. So there was a research, and they say that there are many types of consumers, personality types. And extroverted people, means people who socialize a lot, on the other hand, tend to have a harder time identifying a fake review. They cannot identify a fake review, it seems. So that is the first paragraph, students. So here we talk about two people, two types of consumers: openness consumers and consumers who have this extroversion, means very outgoing people. So they have, these two people have a different kinds of ability to identify the reviews, it seems. So before we buy something online, don't we go through the reviews, students? So how many of us we really are in a position to identify the fake reviews from real reviews? So that is what we are going to study, and especially the consumers are divided into personality types. As we read the passage, we understand these personality types, and we will be able to categorize the consumers. Consumers means the people who are going to buy something. So next, we are moving on to the second paragraph. To reach these conclusions, we compiled reviews from a unique data set of 1600 Chicago hotel reviews marked as either fake or real, that was compiled by an artificial intelligence engineer and researcher, Mile Ott, and his team for peer review research they published in 2011 and 2013. So Mile Ott is the person who was really interested in differentiating these fake reviews and real reviews, and how consumers will accept them. Just now you have seen in that movie to what extent the reviews can go to. So here, when we are buying something, how many of us are really intelligent enough to buy the things correctly, to rely on the reviews? Art and colleagues mind means they dug out the real reviews from travel review websites such as TripAdvisor, Hotels.com. This is the website, students, where from they have taken some reviews, and Expedia, which have a reasonably small deception rate, means they are genuine. They cannot be any fake reviews. They gathered fake reviews by using Amazon Mechanical Turk. This is again a website, students, Amazon Mechanical Turk, to recruit people to write fake hotel reviews that sounded truthful. So this actually, this is about this is an organization, an online organization where um, uh, we can recruit people to do our work where it is not possible to get the computers do it. Okay, so here they have selected this website and they asked them to write fake hotel reviews that sounded truthful, but it's very difficult to find out whether it is a fake review or truthful. That is the job they have given to this particular website. We then used Amazon Mechanical Turk to recruit 400 participants. Again, they asked the Mechanical Turk to recruit 400 participants and asked them to imagine they needed to choose a hotel for a planned trip to Chicago. These 400 participants have to study the reviews and decide which hotel to book while they plan a trip to Chicago. Each participant was assigned a hotel, read 8 reviews about it. So each hotel was having 8 reviews. Guessed at which ones were fake and explained why they seemed fake or real. The 8 reviews were a balanced set of two positive fake. Two positive fake means they wrote a positive review but they were not true. They were fake reviews. Then comes two positive real reviews, means they wrote positive reviews but they are true real reviews. And then two negative fake, they wrote negative reviews but they are not true. They're not factual, they are fake. Then two negative real. That means negative reviews real. So four positive reviews and four negative are there. Out of two are fake and two are real. Little bit confusing, students, but it's very easy to understand. It's not that rocket science. Okay, shown in a randomized order. So they were mixed up. It's not, this is not the order, but all the 8 reviews they have to read about each hotel and then come to a decision. Fifth paragraph. Participants then answered questions that allowed us to assess where they rank in terms of the big 5 personality types. So at the same time, the consumers also were divided into personality types. This is the main role they played. Students, personality types 5. The first one is extroversion. Means consumers belong to these personality types. Means nature. What is extroversion nature? It is sociable. They can mix with people very easily. So these type of consumers were there. Then agreeableness means pleasing. They always please. They didn't, they cannot say no to anyone, or they cannot deviate or disagree with people. So they are very soft natured persons, pleasing people. Then the third type of consumers were openness people. Openness consumers are accommodating, very accommodating, means they allow everyone to take part in the discussion and they do not look down upon any people. Then comes conscientiousness. The nature of conscientiousness means careful. They are very, very careful people. And then the last one is neuroticism. This neuroticism people are anxious people. For everything they feel very anxious, and anxiety is their basic nature. Okay, was little things also they get disturbed. Sixth paragraph. Overall, we found that consumers generally trust negative reviews more than positive ones. Don't you agree with this, students? Usually we trust the negative reviews. We think negative reviews are genuine. Otherwise, why would they write negative reviews about anything? So more than the positive ones. In evaluating whether an online review is genuine, consumers frequently underestimate the number of negative reviews that can be fake. So they don't consider how many negative reviews are there. That is the underestimate, student. If you remember, the title of this passage is underestimating the fake reviews. So we should not underestimate the fake reviews. We have to be very, very careful with the negative reviews that can be fake, while assuming that some positive reviews might be fake. So sometimes positive reviews also might be fake. When we asked our participants why they thought a negative review was trustworthy, we found that they didn't fully take into account that the writer might be motivated to post the review out of a desire to harm the business, for example, hostile competitors or angry customers. Sometimes when the customers are angry with something, they write a bad review or a fake review, or sometimes they want to put down the business, the other competitors. They also see that the fake reviews are written about that product or that business. So hostile means hatred. Hatred competitors also try to write fake reviews. So these are all the reasons are there, but the consumers are not aware of these possible reasons. That's what the researcher is telling here. Mile Ott is trying to tell in his research study, and the author Shabnam is telling all these things to us. So we also found that readability, these are some of the aspects, and other aspects are, we also found that readability, length, and content affected perceptions of the review. Again, these are the things, how well we can read and how long the review is there, and the content, what is really the content or the subject of that review. These things also affect the consumers. Study participants were more likely to trust positive reviews when the sentences were short. Remember, this is again a very weird kind of belief, students, a personality type. Sometimes we also do this. Okay, we trust positive reviews when the sentences are short, and more likely to trust negative reviews when the sentences were long. So if the sentences were long, we think they are very genuine. The reviewer, the author or the writer of the review has taken a lot of care, and he wrote very carefully, we think, but they might have fabricated the review also. That point we lose it. Ninth paragraph. Shorter negative reviews with less emotional content were also more believable. Sometimes negative reviews are short and less emotional content is there. They we also believe them. 10th paragraph. And in terms of personality types, these are the 5 personality types. While participants scoring high on openness were best at spotting fake reviews. So people who have the nature of being very open or sociable, they can easily spot the fake reviews, it seems. And those with more extroversion, that means pleasing and all, did the worst. It was only for positive reviews. So the people who were extroverts, they could not find the fake reviews, but the openness people could find out the fake reviews. All personality types did pretty poorly at weeding out fake negative reviews. The remaining 4 types of people, or the personality type of consumers, they were very, very poor at weeding, means dodging or selecting fake negative reviews. Then the question comes, why it matters. Why should we bother about all this research, and why should they go for 1600 Chicago hotel reviews and 400 participants? Why did actually, is he mad, this person, my lot? So this is the answer, students. Consumers consider online reviews to be among the most important sources of information for making buying decisions. Nowadays, if we want to buy anything, we rely on the reviews. First, we go through the reviews of that product, and then we come to a decision, buying decision. However, according to a 2019 report by which is actually the UK's Consumer Champion Organization, it students. This is the name of the organization. Many of these reviews on popular websites such as Amazon are fakes. So even Amazon reviews are also fake, it seems, students. But consumers are consistently bad at detecting fake reviews in their buying decisions. So consumers are getting carried away by these fake reviews. You remember in the starting we talked about a movie, such a splendid movie, spectacular movie, Kagas Ke Phool. Because of the bad review, the director completely stopped making movies. So this is the extent to which reviews can go, students. Our research could help consumers become more aware of how they respond to reviews, especially negative ones. So why it matters? Why did he do the research? Because it helps the consumers to get aware, um, to become more aware and respond to reviews, especially the negative ones. Okay, and we're moving to the last paragraph. Okay, the short and the long sentences also play a very important role. And this is the reason, students, because consumers are bad at detecting fake reviews. And this is the organization I was just talking about, students, Amazon Mechanical Turk. We can hire it, crowd workers who work very remotely to perform discrete on-demand tasks. If we have any task like 400 participants we needed, this researcher needed, and he depended upon Amazon Mechanical Turk, and he got the data from this. And it was launched in 2005, it seems, students. So the last paragraph, what still isn't known? Is there anything to find out still? Our research has identified certain features in the length, wording, and structure of online reviews as well as consumer personality types that led consumers to trust online reviews. We still don't know why these features convey trustworthiness to consumers or why they differ for positive versus negative reviews, why the consumers are not in a position to differentiate between positive and negative reviews. Now the comprehension question, students. There are 5 questions to be answered. You can answer. So what is the first question? Mention 3 findings about consumer behavior reported by Shabnam Azimi. So what are the findings? So the 3 findings about consumer behavior reported by Shabnam Azimi are: first one, consumers who have openness are good at spotting fake reviews. Extroverted people find it hard to identify fake reviews. Most of the consumers think that negative reviews are trustworthy. So these are the 3. There are many findings, students, but I have just made these 3 findings for you. You can also go through the passage once again and you can add to the list. Move on to the next question. The consumers being studied were placed into categories by the researchers. What was the basis of the categorization and what were the categories? So the consumers were placed into categories on the basis of their personality types, means the nature of the consumers. And the categories were, the first one is extroversion, people who are very sociable; agreeableness, people who are very pleasing; openness, people who are very accommodating; conscientiousness, people who are very careful; and neuroticism, people who are very anxious. So these are the categories, students. Next question. Which aspects of online reviews influence consumers' perceptions towards the reviews? Okay, online reviews. What are the aspects actually? The aspects of online reviews which influence consumers' perceptions are: most of the consumers are unaware that the reviewer might be motivated to post the review to harm the business. This could be the motivation about the review. In that movie also the hero asks him, why did you write such a bad review? Did you get a gold watch as a gift? So many reasons will be there, and here to harm the business also they write negative reviews. Next one, readability, length and content of the review also make a lot of difference. We believe if the sentences are short, we think they are very genuine. Third one, they were more likely to trust positive reviews with short sentences and negative reviews with long sentences. This is a strange kind of thing. Then the last one, participants with high openness were best at spotting fake reviews, and participants with more extroversion did the worst. This we already discussed, students. Next question, fourth one. Why does the author believe the research mentioned in this essay to be important. What is the objective of this research? The author believes that the research to be important because the consumers consider online reviews to be the most important sources of information for making buying decisions. However, consumers are not good at detecting fake reviews in their buying decisions. So it's a kind of eye-opening research, students. Moreover, many of these reviews on popular websites such as Amazon are fakes. This is a really, even personally, I did not know, students. I always get carried away by the Amazon reviews, but after reading this passage itself, I came to understand that even Amazon reviews are can be fake. And the last question, according to the author, what remains to be studied? According to the author, it has to be studied that how certain features like length, wording, and structure of online reviews, along with consumer personality types, lead consumers to trust online reviews. We still do not know why these features convey trustworthiness to consumers or why they differ for positive versus negative reviews. That is the thing which still has to be considered, students. Now let us move on to some other exercises. So the first activity is find out the meaning and the antonym of each of the following words taken from the essay. That means these words are taken from the essay. The first one is hostile. So what is the meaning of hostile? It is unfriendly and the antonym is friendly. Second word, deception. The meaning is dishonesty and the antonym is honesty. Third, underestimate. Meaning is um, undervalue, and then the antonym is value. Then fourth, trustworthy. Trustworthy meaning is reliable and the antonym is unreliable. Extroverted meaning is talkative and the antonym is silence. Neurotic meaning is disturbed and the antonym is calm. Then the seventh word is conscientious. The meaning is careful and then antonym is careless. Then eighth word is reasonably. Meaning is sufficiently and the opposite is insufficiently. Then the ninth word is motivated. Meaning is interested and the opposite is disinterested. Then the next activity is according to the essay, say whether the following are true or false. So the first one is consumers misjudge the number of insincere negative reviews. So is it true or false? It is true. Why? Because most of the time we cannot recognize the negative reviews. Then whether they are fake or not. Second one, each participant was shown a fake review and a positive review. So is it true or false? It is false because each participant was shown 8 reviews. Okay. Third one, lengthy sentences make positive reviews more believable. True or false? It is false because short sentences only make positive reviews more believable. Participants having adventurous and curious natures were good at detecting fake positive and negative reviews. So it is false because the extrovert persons are not good at detecting fake positive and negative reviews. Fifth one, participants tended to trust negative reviews that were brief and written in a neutral tone. It's not neutral tone, it should be emotional tone. So it is false. Positive reviews were trusted less than negative reviews by the participants. True or false? It is true. Because we believe positive reviews, we don't believe the negative reviews. The fake reviews used in the study were generated by artificial intelligence. True, yes, they have taken the help of the artificial intelligence. There were more fake negative reviews than the participants expected. No, it's false. Then the last activity, from your understanding of the additional reading passage and your own personal knowledge, list 3 precautions that consumers should follow or keep in mind when reading online or print reviews about products and services. So You have to write about your own experience. So the first one is check if the reviewer has written other reviews. If so, read those to get a better sense of how much to trust that reviewer. If it seems that the reviewer has created an account just to write one review for one product, then that review may be fake. Next, some reviews seem too positive to be real, but some fake positive reviews give less than the highest possible rating in order to seem more believable. So if there is highest possible rating, then we have to be suspicious. Then the last one, fake reviews are not always positive. Sometimes a company might post fake negative reviews to harm a competitor. I told you, no, hostile competitors. Or on some websites, a label or badge can be seen next to the review that tells the reviewer got an incentive. That means some kind of gift. Hence, the review could be fake. So these are only three reasons I have given, precautions I have given here, students, but you can write any other precautions to be taken. So that's all about the additional reading passage, student, because this is also important from the examination point of view. You may get questions in this additional reading passage. Not you may, you will get. Okay, so next video will be on degrees of comparison. All of you wait for that video. Okay, thanks for watching, students, and if you feel this tutorial made sense, please do not hesitate to like, share and subscribe. Your liking really makes a lot of difference. You all know that YouTube algorithm can be, it uses only the likes to share the video. So, okay, students, bye for now. Take care, all of you. Let's meet up in the next video.